Hi, Jennifer. Okay, first thing, I want to address your writing here, and this is not only for your benefit, but also for the benefit of those that are watching along here. Jennifer, you've been throughout the weeks, you've been doing an amazing job, um, and a lot of design is communication, right? And your writing and all not only your design work is outstanding, but the writing and the supplemental work that you've been submitting throughout the weeks is stellar. And I think you're going to go far in your career. I do. I think you're perfectly suited for an art director or even a creative director when that time comes, once you've paid your dues as a designer. And the reason I say that is because designers who have outstanding critical and analytical and communicative skills are promoted earlier and more often than their counterparts that don't possess those skills. And you possess those skills. I mean, you've done a wonderful job throughout the entire term describing your intent, describing your design decisions, describing your methodology. So please keep that up. It's going to pay off for you. I promise. I'm telling the truth. Okay, so thank you very much. Now let's go ahead and jump over to the and those of you watching along, note that Jennifer is going through the elements and principles of design here. This is fantastic stuff. Okay, I don't have the front of the poster here. Uh, um, and that's okay. We're not required. I mean, it would be like I'd like to see it with the back, and we'll get to that in our final checkpoint. We'll take a look at the front and the back. But right now, I'm seeing a couple of things. Well, let's start with the typography, then we'll talk about layout. Okay, so as far as the type goes, I think we're looking pretty good in here. Now, this type here is a little difficult to read because it's tracked too tightly. Typically, when you present type in reverse, meaning a light color on a darker background, you want to open up that tracking to improve the readability. And I think this is just a fantastic example of that. Nice drop cap, beautiful, beautiful. Um, your numerals, you are using old style. Excellent, beautiful, love it, love it. Okay, excellent. Um, rags need to be adjusted. Okay, and check out that announcement. There's a announcement, a video tutorial on how to adjust your rags. But right now we have this kind of angle right here, and we have another angle right here. So that's coming to a point right there. Same thing right here. This is not much a point, and not a point, but it's more like a whoop, like a curve. And we don't want that. We want to stagger our lines, so not in a noticeable way. But go through that video tutorial. You'll see what I mean. So I would expect to see the rags to be adjusted and the tracking to be increased in this. I don't see any other. Okay, there's a dash. That's a correct use of a dash. I don't see any time spans, so we don't have any applicable use for end dashes. And I don't see any change in ideas, so we don't have any applicable use for M dashes. So good job on your type there, other than those comments. Okay, the timeline, typographically, you're looking great, right? But I honestly, I think as far as your type goes, on timeline looking good. Okay, let's switch gears, talk about, first of all, this is outstanding work, right? No, we're going to just get into a little bit of composition here. And I think we could, a couple of things that I can improve, I think can improve engagement and, and maybe increase the visual interest of the piece. Okay, so sorry about that. I was thinking about something, trying talking at the same time. I got a little caught up. So, anyways, so the green overlay, I think it's good. It points to the methodology. It points to the subject matter, the concept development, right? I think it's overdone here, though. I think it's just got such a heavy wash of green over it that I'm just thinking I don't enjoy looking at it for an extended period of time, and that is because it's an unnatural color for a photograph. So it creates a little bit of visual tension therein. That's okay though if you just reduce that the opacity, or I'm sorry, the vibrancy and the saturation of that green itself. I think you'll be fine. I think it's just overdone on the image itself. This is fine. I love the contrasting. This is beautiful over here. As far as the timeline itself goes, I would like to see a little bit more visual engagement in terms of maybe trying to incorporate more of the front. Basically, a timeline is something that should be designed, right? And this is designed to a degree but it's more of a chronological listing of events than it is a designed timeline. This is your opportunity to really go off on this. Now, let me give you an example. I don't have the front of the poster right with me, but remember the test tube on the front. Maybe you could just take this shape here and create the same shape as the test tube, and then give your timeline entries off of that. You see what I'm saying? Instead of having this line here, you have the shape of the test tube, and then you have the different events of that. That's just an example. You're more than welcome to use it if you think it's appropriate. But as I said, I think you're showing excellent proficiency. I just want to push the visual engagement a little bit, create a little bit more of a higher degree of unity between the front and the back of the poster. Additionally, I think that will help for you to use negative space as a design element as opposed to leftover space. Okay? All right, those are my recommendations. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to let me know, Jennifer. But outstanding start. Thank you.